Hi, Amy of Fashion Toppings here with a little DIY holiday gift idea. I wanted to do a jewelry hanger, and I actually got this idea off Lauren Conrad's website. She did something very similar to this. So I went to Michael's craft store, and they had these wooden picture frames, 2 to a pack, and they're cheap. They're really thin. So they're just like, I don't know, pressed board or whatever. But it's just a thin piece of wood. It's already very cutely decorated. It's not painted. You can paint it any color you want. I've chosen to paint mine black because 2 come to a pack, and I believe they're $7.99, and you get 2 picture frames. No glass, nothing. It's just the wooden frames. So I painted my plain one black, and I was thinking, for a girl's room, a pastel pink. You could even crackle paint it white and pink or white and gold with the crackle paint. You can be very creative with how you paint this. Okay, the next thing that you're going to need is lace. So I bought a couple rolls of lace. I got one that is wider, and then I got one that is thinner, but you'll notice, let me show you. I chose ones that have holes in the lace. See how all the little holes? This is going to be really nice for putting stud earrings through the holes for our jewelry holder. Second of all, the larger lace, it's a little bit stronger and has more holes and options, but this is going to be really nice for my dangly earrings. And these aren't that cheap. These are $6.99 a spool, but I'm hardly using any of it, so I'll be able to use this for other projects. But $6.99 for this one and $8.79 for the larger one. So the lace isn't cheap, so if you have scrap lace around, definitely use that. Then so you paint your frame the color that you wish to have it. Second, you're going to select your lace. Like I said, I am using 2 different sizes. Third, decide if you want your jewelry hanger to be hanging on your wall, portrait or landscape. Now I'm going to have mine landscaped just because I know where I'm going to put it in my sewing room on the wall, and landscape is the option that I'm choosing. Next, working from the back of your picture frame, working on the back, all we need to do is, now since it is wood, you can use staples, you can use little thin tacks, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use, since I have the glue out from another project, I'm going to use the E6000 glue, and if it's not strong enough to hold some of my heavier earrings, I may give it a little bit extra reinforcement by putting a staple into it, because these are pretty thin. But it matters on what, if you want to use a regular picture frame, if you're using a big plastic picture frame, then you're going to want to use glue. If you're using a wooden frame that's a lot thicker, then definitely, you have enough wood there, it's thick enough to hide it. I'd use the staples, but this is so thin that I'm going to just use the glue. You can use hot glue. I'm going to go ahead and try to use the E6000 glue. So starting off, you're going to want to lay down your pattern on how you're going to want your lace to lay across the back. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. You can see it. So I decided on my pattern, I decided to do, one came loose. I decided to do a thin row of lace, the thin row of lace, the thicker row of lace, and then 2 thinner rows of lace. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Let me get some of them glued on. I glued on my rows of lace. You can see that right here, all the different rows. I have a thin row, and then a wider row, thin, thin. Now I used the E6000 glue, and it actually took forever to dry. It's pretty sturdy. I have really heavy earrings on, and so I wanted to test it. So I took one of my earrings off, and I put them on each row, just to show you how your earrings will hang. Now these are huge earrings. So I tested each row. If you can see how the earrings hang. So I tested each row to make sure it's strong enough. Now the E6000 was strong enough, but it really had to take a long time to dry. I mean, it's evening now. I let it sit for probably 2 hours, and it's nice and dry. But then just to be on the safe side, I took out the hot glue and just put an extra coat of hot glue on each corner. See, that's all I did, is just glue the lace on there. I used the E6000 glue and then put a little bit of hot glue over it. And that's all there is to it. Now, so the only steps is you paint a wooden frame or buy a wooden frame in the color you want, glue some lace on, you just put your earrings right through the lace, and I'll take some pictures. I'll put some more earrings on it and take some pictures in a minute. But then if you want to hang it, I'm just taking a cute little black, white, and pink, because my new sewing room is going to be pink and black, so that's why I know this is the color I wanted. But the ribbon is, like I said, pink, black, and white. All we have to do is use hot glue, glue the picture frame or the ribbon on the back of the picture frame as a hanger. Let's see. I'm just gluing it on, so I'll have a little hanger. Letting it dry. All I have to do is put a tack in the wall. Oopsie. Put a tack in the wall. And hang this up, put my earrings through the lace, and I have a little earring display that I can hang on the wall. And this all costs, now granted, I paid $7.99, but I got 2 frames, so I get to make 2 of these. I think I'll make the other one in pink. And then my paint I already had. The lace was kind of expensive, but I mean, I didn't use hardly any of it. I have a whole roll. I can make a lot of these little jewelry holders if I want to. But this lace was $8.79 for an entire spool, but I have quite a bit left. And the smaller lace, which actually works better for the earrings, because look how perfect those little holes are, that was $6.99 for this entire spool, and I have a lot left over. So this was an inexpensive gift, and I'm picturing this looking so cute in a little girl's room with all of her little stud earrings, so she can display all of her earrings on here. So I am definitely hanging this up in my sewing room to display some of my smaller earrings. Not my big heavy ones, but it'll hold it. So, well, I hope you liked this idea. So I did 2 projects in one day. Actually, I did both these projects, each one of them, in less than 20 minutes, both of them, other than glue dry time. Didn't figure that in. So, well, I hope you like this project. I'm going to be doing some more. So these are just inexpensive ideas for you to put or for you to make for people on your holiday gift list. So this is Amy with Fashion Toppings. Until next time, you have a great day. Happy holidays.